Hi everybody, it's Christopher Nejman. Well, today I'm back with another tip for you, and I'm using my Janome 9000. This was one of my favorite machines that I've always wanted in the beginning. There were a couple dream machines that I always wanted back in the early 90s. The Viking #1 was one of them. This Janome 9000 was another. I'm very happy with it for its age. It's just wonderful. Well, the tip today is we're going to be doing a flat felt seam. You know, about 1990 we had a store when I started sewing in Florida, a fabric store called Cloth World. I'm sure many of you might remember it. Well, the cool thing about this store was every girl that worked in there sewed garments, and I haven't seen anything like that since they closed. And everything I see now is quilts, but they were all sewing garments, and they showed me this technique of how to do a flat felt seam a quick way. And guess what? I bought my first baby lock sewing machine at Cloth World, and bought my mother her first baby lock serger at Cloth World. I was so sad when they closed because it's never been the same. Do you ever have one of those places that you've gone to in your life that it was like that? Remember a TV show Cheers, where everybody knows your name, and you go in there and everybody's friendly, knows everybody, and that's kind of like Cloth World was when I first started sewing. So happy memories. All right, so let me set this up and I'll show you how to do this flat felt seam the quick way. Okay, so the foot that I'm going to use today to do the flat felt seam is our straight stitch foot with a hole in the middle, and I'm going to have a center needle position. So this is the foot of choice. Okay, and I'm going to do it on the black fabric here for you. And you want to make sure that you have wrong sides together. And just let me show you on this paisley. This is what I mean by wrong sides together. Can you see that? Wrong sides together. Okay. And then you're going to offset it maybe about 1/4 of an inch, which I'll show you here. Offset it about 1/4 of an inch, and then press it to the left side. Okay. And then you're going to follow the fabric on the edge of your straight stitch foot. It's a straight stitch that you're going to be sewing, of course, and then just sew that straight down. I'm doing this on black fabric with white thread, so it's easier for you to see. If I did it on the paisley, it'd be difficult for you to see. So here's the deal. Here's what we just sewed, okay? Can you see that all right? All right. After you do that, then you're going to press it to the left side. Here's what we just sewed, and then you're going to press it to the left side. Then you're going to run it under here again, and you're going to run it so basically what happens is you've got the fold of the fabric in the slit, the middle slit of that straight stitch foot, and you're going to come on down. Now the great thing about this technique is there's no cutting. There's no, you don't have to cut a piece of fabric after you sew it together and then fold it over and do all that stuff. Look at you. There's no cutting. Look how nice that is. You see how beautiful that turned out? Let me pull it out here for you. I think I messed up a little bit because I was talking and looking at the camera to make sure you could see it. But here, when you're paying attention and you're doing it, you can see it. You can do a good job. So here's what I did there. You see that? So that's your flat felt seam. Here's what it looks like from the other side. Okay, and then here's the paisley one. Now I know you're not going to be able to see it very good, but I'm going to sew it over for you just so you can see. Okay. Someone posted and asked me if I do flat felt seams. Yes, I do. I do flat felt seams this way, and I also do the serged way. And the serged way is you just serge your pieces together, and then you just top stitch it over. So it's like a faux top stitch. So there it is right there. You see that? Isn't that pretty? So that's how you do your flat felt seam. That's a modern way of doing a flat felt seam. And again, let me bring up that piece here and show you. There. That's what you got. There's the back side. So go ahead and give this a try. It's and you won't be looking at the camera to make sure everything's going, and you'll be sitting in the middle of your sewing machine, so you'll be able to do a straighter job than me. But this is the technique, and this is how you do it. So test it, try it out, and I'm so glad these girls showed me this. And then later on, I started seeing it in videos and stuff on other TV shows and everything. But it was so great to have a group of ladies when I first started sewing, because I was making a Star Trek costume. And I went up there to buy the gabardine fabric was what I needed. I needed gabardine. And the girls were there to help me, and it was just such a blessing. Today, you go to fabric stores, and most people don't even know about garment sewing. So it's very difficult. You ask them about quilting, they'll tell you about 1/4 inch, but they don't know about garment sewing anymore. That's pretty sad. It's really sad, but I miss those girls. And if any of you girls that used to work at Cloth World in Port Richey back then are watching this video, I want to say hello. I miss you. Hope you all are doing well. And I've been thinking about you, and we've come a long way. Okay, guys, this is it. I hope this tip helps you. You take care. Until my next tip, God bless. Have a great rest of your day, morning, whatever time you're watching this. Bye now.